Hello my delightful idiots. I know I said I wasn't keen on making an unpopular pop opinion, but we have to because YouTube is so mean. If you don't know what I mean, YouTube blocked my video all around the world because I used copyright footage. I removed the blocked clip, which removed 62% of the video. It looks terrible because of this, so I'm making this one to refresh my thoughts. However, I do have ideas, but many of them are lengthy and were intended for later. In any case, things will be new and spicy, even if I repeat some of my thoughts. Y'all know the drill. Don't take my half-baked opinions too seriously, and this is all for fun. Let me know in the comment section if you agree or disagree with these opinions. Anyways, let's start the video.
Hey boy, I'ma get ya real good and I betcha.
It's Megan Thee Stallion.
Once I get ya, you'll be oh so bad and twice ya.
No idol is ever quote-unquote super genuine and real, since this industry is fake as hell. Newjeans and elites concepts are not the same thing, but they have similarities. Lip syncing is useless if you aren't even going to dance. BTS have amazing sentimental songs. The K-pop impact doesn't exist for every single group that has done a unique concept. ITZY songs only get better and better. Wife by G Idol is absolute steaming garbage and the biggest step down in their entire discography. Female idols wearing revealing clothes has nothing to do with feminism. The only group that I enjoyed all releases were from Aespa. They are improving beautifully. Survival shows are really allowing anyone to perform. Stop bringing politics into K-pop. Strategy is way better than one spark. Basic music doesn't equal bad music. BTS and Blackpink have paved the way. Now shut up about it. Nobody cares about the BTS versus Blackpink competition. Leave that shit in 2018. Red Velvet is able to maintain their consistency with their style while also being unique with every song. Ready to Be album had amazing B-sides but the worst title track. The Feels and I Got You are twice as best English songs. Newjeans used their concept to sell their merchandise. Saying idols' names with a Korean accent when you aren't Korean is giving Korebu. Cultural appropriation in K-pop is kinda blown out of proportion these days. When idols say shit like "you are my only love" to their fanbase, it's cringe. Armies are so bored these days that they only shit on Blackpink. I really should get into TXT and 17 more. Only Nayeon and Jihyo are capable to have a solo career. You are allowed to feel concerned for your faves if they drink or smoke, since there is the possibility of an addiction that affects their health. Liz is not mistreated by the company just because she got less lines in pitch. Not everyone is a visual, but that doesn't mean that they are ugly. People who only pity stan idols want to act like some hero and think they are better than everyone. Sometimes even use it as an excuse to drag other members, and they really don't care about the idol they stan. Stop glorifying mistreatment in K-pop. It's an issue, not an excuse to drag other groups for not being mistreated. Some protective fandoms are formed due to the groups going through hate trains. Idols do not need to be super relatable to you. Kepler is making better music but are fading away from K-pop. Can we throw Sasangs in the incinerator? Lovesick Girls is Blackpink's best song. You can identify a new fan if their profile picture is the most popular and overused image. I hate it when BGs try to act like a tomboy when dancing to a GG song. Stans should remain neutral when a bullying scandal breaks out. Being a company's favorite means to also be overworked. It's not all daisies and butterflies. I do not check out a song immediately after it's released regardless if I stan the group or not. Jonghyun's vocals are actually being put to good use in the B-sides. Having the most lines doesn't mean that they will be the most memorable. Only matters if it's iconic. Generation supremacists can never be open to new music. An idol can just be converting oxygen into carbon dioxide and fans will be like iconic "Yas Queen Slay Bitch Mother" period. And I love that support. JYP's advice about dealing with a bad day kinda worked for me. No Big Four group can flop that bad as they have company privilege, which isn't a bad thing. At this point, the only way to survive on KTube is through being straight up problematic or be some celebrity. ITZY is probably the most professional group that have been able to turn their hate train to a love train. I really wish groups stop releasing the pre-release title track before the album drops. If a group's dynamic is horrible, it's a failure. I hate it when the ad-libs are louder and stronger than the last chorus itself. If you want to be on capcut, be prepared to be hella misunderstood. Bullying the idol that was a bully doesn't solve shit. You are not serving them consequences. You are just being an asshole. I think some of us take K-pop too deeply. By telling people that K-pop solves mental health issues are actually doing more people harm than good because not everyone gets the same results. Good promotion and marketing is the only way for these groups to be noticed unless they are a big four group or they have popular members. We can have our own meaning or own memory of a song and not need to feel exactly what the song says. I'm convinced that the only non-toxic K-pop stans are the casual listeners because they came for what was served to us in the first place. Music. Different types of K-pop listeners exist, like noise music listeners and bubblegum pop listeners. They are two different K-pop listeners and we have more. If we keep supporting the thing we complain about, then companies will continue to pump out them further since you are putting money in their pockets. After the TL situation, this should be a wake-up call for stans who think their faves are angels. K-pop stans never want idols to move on from their mistakes. Freedom of speech should not be given to these idols, as we all know that they will be dragged back and forth for anything they say. Some idols probably hate your annoying Korea boo asses. ITZY's Japanese releases are so goated but slept on. Not an opinion, but can we get What Is Love to a billion views soon? 5th gen only started a few months ago. Some of y'all change your morals when an idol goes against them. Rockstar was worse than Lalisa but better than Money. Hani at the National Assembly did a lot more harm for New Jeans. One bad encore doesn't equal to a group being untalented unless it's consistent. The hate that One Young and Lee So got wasn't for their lip syncing but rather some excuse to trash on them. Pre-debut standing is weird when you haven't even heard their voices or seen their faces. Fuck Mean Heejin and Hyde. Some of y'all don't know the difference between cringe and a pick-me. I admit that some K-pop fanfics were interesting to read. BG songs this year are heavily underappreciated, except for Stray Kids. We have no rights to say who would have been a better leader for a group. A friendship can't be assessed based on like a few clips. We don't know them. I honestly didn't think 2024 was that good of year for K-pop in music. 2022 was better. V and Jennie's relationship was the funniest rumor ever because of how seriously it was taken. We don't know the extent to which New Jeans are mistreated, but based on these claims, it's nowhere near mistreatment. Source Music's attempt to pity Sakura was sad to see. Famous idols' pets got more fans than some idols, and it's hilariously true. ITZY's disbandment actually helped most of the girls individually. Cosmic was very disappointing. I expected more from Red Velvet. People only hate the unexpected because it's a different side. Best dancer doesn't equal to being a center. Liking underrated or overrated groups doesn't make you unique or special. Twice and Red Velvet have reached their peak 2 years ago. Voice cracks are normal but not every 2 seconds. If the title track is ass, I still end up listening to the B-sides. Jungkook can genuinely be an amazing soloist. Smart wasn't copying Water. Not an opinion again, but I wanted to apologize for not uploading for the past few months. It's baffling how armies are trying to make the accident like some meme. Ahyun is overperforming a bit too much for songs like Forever, but for songs like Sheesh, it seems alright. Okay, but where the fuck is Navis? SM better update us on that lore. I don't get shit. Woke stans are literally the worst type of stans to exist. They make everything into an issue and expect a 5-page apology from the idol for breathing in the wrong direction. Subscribe to Rubyeonie because she is super underrated. And that's all for these K-pop opinions in a sentence. Please do not take this with complete seriousness. A few of them were jokes, but the majority of them is what I actually mean. I technically don't need to make these videos because most of my videos are all opinion based, but they are elaborated and topic specific. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, bye.